Hola, welcome to Fan for Spanish Materials. Today's video is important. We're going to talk about something called relative, but to be more precise, we're going to learn how to add information about things with verbs. Um, let's say in English, this is the phone my mom gave me. So we are talking about something, the phone, teléfono, and we are adding information about this phone. It's not just the phone. This is the phone my mom gave me. Yeah. The same here. This is the woman. Yeah. This is the woman que, es la mujer que se cayó ayer. So she is the woman that fell down yesterday. So I'm adding information about this woman. Esa es la casa, right? I'm talking about this house que pinté hace 3 años. This is the house I painted 3 years ago. So as you can see, I'm adding information about nouns, things, yeah? Things, I mean, it could be a person, a place, a thing, anything. So in English, the word that is omitted. You can say, this is the phone that my mom gave me. And this that is this word que. Yeah. In Spanish, we do not omit it. Ella es la mujer que se cayó. Like, she's the woman uh, that fell down yesterday. So we have to put this que, yeah, because we have to use it to add information. Esa es la casa que. We're going to add information about it. This is the house that I painted 3 years ago. So, yeah, the word que is the word we're going to use to add information. And we never omit it. Like in English, you say, this is the phone my mom gave me. No, this is the phone that my mom gave me. It's just to give you an idea how it works. Now, this is pretty simple, right? You just put the word que and then you can say whatever you want with it. Also, the verb, yeah, is also after that. You see here, ese es el teléfono que me dio mi madre. That's the phone my mom gave me. Ella es la mujer que se cayó ayer. Caerse is reflexive, to fall down. Esa es la casa que pinté ayer. So you can see here the verbs. Yeah. Now, what happens when the verb has prepositions? So it's pretty much the same thing here, but there will be a bit of changes. Yeah. Um, have you? I mean, you heard these sentences like, "This is the guy I had lunch with." This with. This is the preposition in English. It goes at the end. In Spanish, it's not the case. Yeah. Oh, this is what I'm fighting for. So this for goes at the end in English, but in Spanish, it goes a little bit before. Yeah. Um, so let's have a look at some examples and let's have a look at how to use this. So, not all of the verbs have prepositions. To fight for something, right? To have lunch with somebody. So you use the with, you use the for, yeah, to talk about something, yeah, to think of something, to think about something. So you use the of, the about, yeah. Uh, so verbs have prepositions, but that doesn't mean all the verbs need prepositions. Yeah, I eat pizza, plain and simple. I'm not saying I eat of pizza, I eat for pizza, I eat about pizza. No, you don't need this preposition here, but some verbs definitely need prepositions. And we're going to study these verbs in Spanish as well. In this video lesson, we're going to show a list of verbs that need prepositions and when we use them, okay? So let's have a look at these examples to materialize this concept. So first of all, we're going to put the preposition first, not at the end. Then we're going to put the article, it could be el, la, los, las, and then we're going to use the word que. So before here, it was just the word que alone, right? But in this case, if we're going to put a preposition, we're going to put the preposition first, then the article, and then the word que. So it sounds crazy, but it is the way it is. Let's have a look at these examples. Ese es el hombre. So we are talking about the man, and we're going to give extra information about this man. Este es el hombre con el que comí la semana pasada. Con here is the preposition. El is the article, and que is the word we always need to add information. Con el que. What does this mean? This means that's the man I had dinner the last week with, or this is the man I ate with. So pretty much it was in the past. Last week I ate with this man, and that's the man I had lunch with, or I had dinner with last week. That's what it means. So comer con alguien, yeah. If you put it comer, you can say comer to eat with somebody. Comer con alguien, yeah. So yeah, ese es el hombre, that's the man, con el que comí la semana pasada. Yeah, that's the man I had food the last week with. Yeah, and the with doesn't go at the end. The with goes before, goes first. Another example. Esa es la casa. So this is the thing we're going to add information about. Esa es la casa en la que vivía cuando era niño. So when I was a child, yeah. This is the house. That is the house eh, where I used to live when I was a child. Yeah. So vivir en la casa. Yeah. It needs the preposition, right? So en la que vivía. And then you put the verb here. So en la que, en is the preposition, la is the article. Which article is the article of the thing we are talking about? In this case, casa is feminine, therefore it's la. In the previous example, ese es el hombre con el que, hombre is masculine, therefore we use el. Yeah. Esa es la casa en la que vivía cuando era niño. Yeah. So, yeah, en la que. En is the preposition we need to put here because in Spanish, vivir en la casa is how we say it. Yeah. We don't say vivir sobre la casa o vivir fuera de la casa. No, vivir en la casa. Yeah. Last example. Esa es la brocha con la que pinté la casa. Brocha is this a brush, is like a brush you use to paint um, like walls. Yeah. Esa es la brocha, that's the brush, con la que pinté la casa. That's the brush I painted the house with. Yeah, but the with is not going to be at the end. It's going to be before, right? So it's going to be with, yeah, first. Esa es la brocha con la que pinté la casa. Con is the preposition we need because you brush something with a tool. So after that, I put la. Why la? Because la brocha is feminine. So I'm going to use this article and it's singular. Con la que we always use it. Pinté. I painted the house. This is the brush I painted the house with. That's how we use it. That's how we say it. I know it sounds difficult, but that's how we use it. Yeah. So remember, when we have verbs with prepositions, you need to use this structure here. First the preposition, then the article, and then the word que. And then you can add the information. Yeah. So let's have a look at some verbs with prepositions so you can use them in new like sentences. Acordarse de algo, to remember something. Acostumbrarse a algo, to get used to something. Arrepentirse de algo, to regret something. As you can see, here are the prepositions de, a, de. Atreverse a algo is to dare to do something. Avergonzarse de algo is to be ashamed, and so on. Just pay attention to these prepositions. Yeah. These are the prepositions we use. Yeah. Uh, for these verbs when we mean this, when we want to mean this, these are the prepositions we're going to use. De, con, en, yeah, and so on. We have several verbs: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 10 here. We have 10 here. That will be 20, 30, 40. We have 40 different verbs, and very important verbs, because it's to remember, to get used, to regret, to dare, to be ashamed, to make fun, to get tired, to get married, to compare, to trust, to settle for something, to confuse, to count on, to convince, to turn. Like, these verbs are really important. Yeah, to depend on, to say goodbye to something, somebody, to enjoy something. Yeah. To be in charge, to fall in love, to meet up, to get up, you know. um, it's very important. Yeah. Oh, here is to get mad. Sorry, it should be a D. Yeah, well, you understand me, it's English here. To get mad at somebody. Yeah, to be angry, to skate, to pay attention, to talk about something, to insist on something, to look through, to die. But it's like to death. I laugh to death. And these are very important verbs: to forget, to think, to prefer, to worry, to complain, to dream, to be surprised, and so on. So how to practice this? So first of all, you're going to do your flashcards. You're going to practice this for half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever time you have. And in real life situations, you are going to talk about things or places, people, anything, and then you're going to add information with the word que. If by any chance this verb is going to need a preposition, then you have to use the preposition plus article plus the word que. This is going to take you time. This is not going to be easy. Just start with 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 verbs without prepositions, because it's pretty easy. You just use the word que, and slowly, you're gonna add uh, verbs with prepositions. So you're gonna talk about an object, a person, or a place, and then you're gonna add information with prepositions. It's very important that you do your flashcards. Here you're gonna practice a lot. You're gonna see some examples. You're gonna materialize the concept. So do this. It's very important. I hope you have fun, and you enjoy this video. And that's it. Apply this in your conversations with people, friends, and with native speakers. That will be it. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Hasta luego. Bye bye.